What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I appreciate it if you guys are still sticking around. If you haven't, go check out my Yankees franchise episode 1 and episode 2 on Legend difficulty. We're making some trades. We're firing some coaches. We're just doing a complete overhaul, and we're going for a playoff push on that Yankees franchise. However, I'm going to introduce a new playlist today. It's going to be Yankee podcasts, okay? Now, the big thing here is if you're a Yankees fan like I am, I'm a diehard Yankees fan, and you want biased Yankee information, I'm not going to be giving that to you. I am so critical of the Yankees. I really want to be able to evaluate everything that they've done in a critical series. Now, I'm probably not going to do this every series or every weekend, depending on what it is, only in situations where I really see that the Yankees did something crazy or did something out of the ordinary. So let's go ahead and get an overview. If you did not watch baseball this weekend, the Yankees have a 2-2 start, okay? And this isn't the most impressive, and it's also not the worst start they could have had. So some of the highlights here that I think were most important of this weekend is, number one on my list is going to be Dellin Betances is still struggling, guys. So he ended the year last year. He came out of the playoffs, and he threw 8 straight balls to two different games, okay? 8 straight balls in 2 separate games and got pulled out in the playoffs, okay? So this was something that's been going on for a while. So we figured that, he had a decent spring, right? So he would come out and, be ready for opening day, guys. So he's already thrown 2 innings, and he's given up 2 home runs with 1 walk. Now, the walk I don't have a problem with. He's got to find the strike zone. And I feel like he's kind of going through, well, he's obviously going through a struggle, but he's going through the yips, I feel like. This is a guy that can't control any of his pitches. And when he does, it's just to get me over curveball, with no bite, or to get me over fastball down the middle, and then that's where he's giving up the home runs. But what I think a lot of Yankees fans and baseball fans are just like, oh, he's done, get rid of him. But you got to admit, this guy's a 4-time All-Star, okay? He's got a high 90s fastball, sitting about 98, 99 with cutting action, and he has a nasty sweeping curveball, okay? This is one of our best guys in our bullpen. Minus, we have David Robertson, we have Tommy Kahnle, we have Aroldis Chapman, but Dellin Betances is that 8th inning guy that we need to get to Chapman, okay? So I do think that this year is going to be a huge year for him, and we really need to evaluate, because if we can't figure out his throwing situation and his yips by the end of this season, I think it's time to make a change. All right, so next half here, I have the bottom half pulling the weight, guys. So Aaron Judge went 4 games without a home run. Now, everybody's going to be – this is going to be the hottest topic here. Is he going to be a cover curse? Is he going to be as good as he was last year? Now, I have a podcast with my roommate, and I went through and gave my projections. I think Aaron Judge is going to hit no more than 25 home runs this year, but that's another topic for another day. The bottom half's been pulling the weight, guys. Tyler Austin was the 9 batter yesterday and had 2 home runs out of that 9 spot. One was a game-tying home run. Okay, and this guy hit monster shots. One was over 420 feet with a 114-mile-an-hour exit velo. Okay, this guy hits. All right, so if we don't get Bird back for an extended period of time, and Tyler Austin's able to keep pumping out these multi-home run games with balls coming off the bat at 110 plus, Bird's going to lose his job. He's been injured 3 times in 2 years, guys. So this is great. Great news from the bottom half of our lineup. Brandon Drury homered today. That's a solid job out of him. He's been playing great defense. Didi Gregorius has been, doing great out of that 5 spot. He hit out of the 4 hole today, I believe, in game 4. And he had a double, RBI double. So he's looking pretty good. The bottom half is really impressive, and Giancarlo Stanton walked 3 times today, and Aaron Judge walked once. So that's 4 walks out of the top 4 hitters. So that really creates an issue for other teams. At one point, the Yankees had more runs than they did hits, and that's solely in part to the starting pitchers, which was in Marcus Stroman, not wanting to pitch to him. You got to pitch around one of them. You can't give guys these chances to hit all these home runs. So I think they put themselves in great position to win the game today, but they ended up losing. They ended up losing 7-4. So the next topic I'm going to go over here is Tyler Wade. This was the biggest story coming off spring training. Oh, Tyler Wade, coming off a tough year and hitting over 300 in spring training. This guy's a dual threat on the bases, in the field. Absolutely not. Okay, and I've never been a fan of Tyler Wade. He hit a .83 last year, and now we're starting off the year. He's 1 for 12 with a .83 average, okay, with 3 strikeouts. Now, if he is so fast, I admit he had a great defensive play at second base this weekend. He is a great defensive player. I am not contesting that statement whatsoever. But this guy is weak offensively. We have Ronald Torreyes on the bench who's continually proven that he can hit at this level, which Tyler Wade is not. And I don't know why we're wasting so much time on Tyler Wade. Guys, if he's so fast, why does he not have one walk in 12 at-bats? Especially when the starting pitching today is walking 5+ batters. You know, he's got to do a better job of working pitches, working the count. If he wants to keep his spot, I think he's really got to work more walks in this lineup. If the top, if the 3-4 guys are doing it, why can't he do it? Especially being a speed threat. We need it. All right, but enough on Tyler Wade. That's probably my biggest rant of the day. Now we're going to go ahead, and this is really a really controversial topic right now. Boone's questionable decision to walk Josh Donaldson to load the bases for Robertson to face one of the hottest lefties in the game so far in Justin Smoak. Guys, so here's the situation. The Yankees are up 4-3 in the bottom of the 8th inning with runners on first and second, or I believe it was second and third, okay? The batter's Josh Donaldson. Now, granted, Josh Donaldson is 3 for 8 with 2 home runs and 5 RBIs against David Robertson. Okay, so this is not in any way or shape or form a favorable matchup for David Robertson. However, 8 at-bats is a tiny, tiny sample size. Okay, and with the way Robertson's pitching, I'm thinking one of two things is going to happen. Robertson's going to sack up and throw to Donaldson, or at least throw around him and see if we can get him to chase a pitch or two, maybe go down in the count, and then be able to challenge him with that nice curveball and heavy break that Josh Donaldson has. Or we walk him and then bring in Chapman to face Justin Smoak and go with a lefty-lefty matchup. However, neither of these things happen. Aaron Boone decides to walk the bases loaded and then have a righty face Justin Smoak, okay, who is arguably the hottest hitter probably in baseball right now, that had the best opening day series, in the game. This guy went 7 for 15 with 2 home runs, 8 RBIs, and hit a .467. Justin Smoak was hot this series. There's no reason. Oh, man, and not to mention that Josh Donaldson has a sore shoulder, and he wasn't playing third base after opening day. Now, do I think that has anything to do with hitting? I really do. I think that maybe hinders him in the offensive spot. But we decide not to pitch to him, and we go to Justin Smoak, and we don't even bring in Chapman. Chapman was warming up, okay? This is bottom 8. We knew Chapman was going to come in the 9th regardless, unless they gave up the lead. What happens? Robertson goes 3-2, and Smoak, like he did all series, battled with 2 strikes, just sat on all those curveballs, fouled them off. He fouled about 3 or 4 curveballs off until Robertson missed with the fastball. Justin Smoak hits a grand slam, and the Yankees lose 7-4. So, do I think that was an absolutely poor call by Aaron Boone? I really do. I don't know. I really want to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments section below. And I think he did a great job other than that. At the beginning of the series, he used the pitching staff well, Let the starting pitchers go 5 to 6. That's all you need. Maybe not even 6. We have 8 guys that can do the job out of the bullpen. 8 guys. And 4 of them are absolutely dominant, okay? It's just something that was the one decision Aaron Boone made all weekend that absolutely blew my mind, guys. Absolutely blew my mind. Oh, man. Let me tell you, that really grinded my gears. But I appreciate you guys listening to this episode 1 of this kind of podcast. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to call it, but it's definitely going to be an unbiased support of the Yankees and which series they're in and how I personally feel. And, this is all backed up by statistics, guys. I'm throwing out statistics. I'm doing my research. I want to provide this insight to you guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. But for the Yankees, I liked what I saw. 2-2 start, going back for our home opener. I'm not worried about it at all. Again, I do want to state this is only the opening day weekend. I'm not making these rash decisions, or I'm not throwing out these crazy accusations about the Yankees or about anybody else. This is only one weekend. Again, I talked about sample size with, Josh Donaldson versus David Robertson. So this is, again, going to be a small sample size. It's one weekend. Also, I don't want to be too critical of Aaron Boone because this was only his first weekend as a manager in the MLB, guys. So he's going to learn. Maybe he talks about it in a post-game press conference. I'm interested to see what he has to say about it. But other than that, guys, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe to this channel. I would really appreciate it. I love putting out baseball content for you guys. And until then, I'll see you next time.